You've gone from literally a nobody now to you're on this freshman All-American list or whatever it is.
Yeah.
It's gotta be. This is a real thing for you. It's not at times.
It is, but we're still in season, and I'm not. It's just a distraction right now, so I'm not paying any attention to it. It's just, we still got 5 weeks and more. Just taking a week at a time, and everything that comes for me, it's gonna come, but I'm just not gonna. It's just celebrate. It's just a distraction for me. So I'm just putting it aside, and whatever happens, happens.
You, along with the interceptions, you have some big hits. Do you take more pride in the hits than the interceptions?
I think that's just my mentality. I love to hit, and I guess that's why I got moved to linebacker, just because of that fact. So when I get a chance, I love to hit, and that's. Linebacker, you have to have that mentality because it's happening every play. So that's just what happens. So.
Thanks. New career high. But early, they were doing pretty well against the run. Was it just where you guys wore them down, or what factored into that?
The front did a great job throughout the game, and they had a couple stops. We were popping up 4-yard runs, 5-yard runs, but that's part of the offense. You just pop them off, and then eventually you're just going to break a long one, and that's what happened today. The front stayed consistent, and they started getting on each other and encouraging each other, and we got the job done.
You told before, like you had a couple 5-yard touchdowns in the game. You said I need to get to 30 yards.
Yeah.
Finally got one of those.
Yes, sir.
Is that a statement? How'd that feel?
It felt pretty good, but that's all tribute to the O-line and their dedication to make blocks and stay on blocks and to perform each and every game. And we practice really hard throughout the week, and it carries over to the game. I honestly feel practice is harder than any game that we play because we go so hard in practice, and that is very important for us. And I feel like it's helped us in the long run.
Mario, you're talking about the hits and the physicality. It seemed like you guys were hitting the quarterback a lot more in the second half. Was that the biggest key to stopping them, or was it more kind of schematic adjustments?
As Coach Kramer was saying, they're a big pass team. So we just have to get that pressure on the quarterback. So it's eventually going to happen. And then once we start getting the first one, we just kept rolling on him. So if we just close the pocket on him, just make him throw bad balls, and just things happen like that. So that's, I guess, as you were saying, it rolls in the key as tackling the quarterback and hitting the quarterback.
Mark, bear with me. I'm not sure how to ask this, but in a way, you guys give a lot of yards. So it's like in the past, 30 years ago, there would have been a terrible defensive effort.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not probably not the way that is today. How do you, as a defense, decide we played well today, we did what we needed?
Well, I wasn't part of the team like a long time ago, so I really don't know. But as the first and second quarter were going there, getting us on just big plays, just big plays, and we just, as a team, we can't let ourselves down. We have to keep building up, and correct from our mistakes. Every game's gonna have mistakes. You're not gonna be 100% each game. So when you see one person get down, it's a team effort. It's not just one person. It's not individual. It's just having these meetings here. It's more of a team. That's what football is. You have to be a team in order to have success throughout the season, and that's what we are.
Coach Kramer was saying, that they are a pass-first team, like you were saying, and that they weren't going to be running a lot. But when you started to figure out that they weren't running the ball during the game, does that almost, in a way, help you realize, okay, we don't have to worry about them running as much, and we can focus more on pressuring quarterback and passing defense?
Well, as a defense, you can't really. Yeah, there can be situations that it's going to be passed, but at the same time, they can sneak one up and run the ball. So you still have to be thinking of both. Okay, where I'm going to go if it's a run, or where I'm going to go if it's a pass. So you're still kind of evened out, even though if we're up by so many points, you have the mindset, okay, it's going to be a pass play, but at the same time, it can be a screen, and you still have to. There's a lot of thinking, and you still have to think of run game also. Just because they're down by so many points, there's still a possibility that they can run the ball also. So.
I'm just curious, the unis, are you guys asking to wear them, or does coach, how do you decide what uniform you're going to wear?
That's all up to the coach.
Yeah.
It's not up to
We have
us.
nothing.
You have no say.
No say.